Hi, and welcome to Tracy's Kitchen. My name is Linda. I am Tracy's sister-in-law. Tracy taught me everything that I know, and so when I found out how great it was, I wanted to be able to teach others and be able to help them with their lives. Today we're going to learn how to sprout wheat. I have my great big bowl right here, and I pull wheat right from my wheat bucket. I scoop it out into the bowl, and I'm going to make a whole lot of this wheat. We're going to sprout it. You don't want to fill the bowl all the way to the top because when it sprouts, it's going to gain water and the wheat's going to get bigger. So it has to have room for expansion. Here I am rinsing the wheat off. Right here I'm just using regular tap water. There's going to be all kinds of floaties in here and we want to get all the floaties out. I've got the bowl full of water now, and as you can see there's particles on the top. These are just floaties from the wheat that just come right off, and I'm just going to rinse the wheat off now. Get that water off again. That will rinse off all the undesirables on the wheat. Careful not to spill the wheat out. Now that the wheat is rinsed off, I'm going to fill the bowl up with plain water. That's what it's doing now. I'm going to make sure that it's well covered because it is going to absorb that water. So far I have put the wheat into the bowl, I've rinsed the floaties off of the wheat, and I have filled the wheat bowl with clean water. And now I'm just going to cover it with a lid. I'm going to let it sit overnight, and in the morning I'm going to come back to it. It is now the next morning, and as you can see as we take the lid off of the wheat, that there are bubbles on this wheat. That is how you can tell that the wheat's been working overnight. And now we're going to rinse it all off again. This process may take a few minutes and a few rinsings to get it all cleaned up. We're going to fill it up with some fresh water. Rinse it all off. If you have a really large strainer, you can pour the wheat into a strainer and rinse it all off that way as well. As you can see with the second rinsing, the water is just a little bit clearer. It's not quite so brown anymore. And I'm going to rinse this off again. I'm going to pour the water off and do it one more time. Okay, this is the third time, and after this I'm going to drain the water completely off. You want to make sure that the wheat is rinsed fully, otherwise it will continue to ferment. Okay. Now the final time I'm going to rinse it. I'll turn the water off. And I'm going to put the lid back over the top of it. This way I can fully drain it out. On occasion a few kernels will slip through. That was it. Now we'll look at the wheat. I don't know if we can get a really good close-up of this wheat. You can see little pieces of white coming out of the wheat. You can see that the wheat has increased in size, and on the very end of it, that's where the sprout is. That is what is called minimally sprouted wheat, and that is as far as I will sprout that wheat.